It's that time again, people. Right here. Oklahoma and Texas. See? This is the official ticket. I got one this year. I'm really, really super excited about going. If you aren't going, you should. A couple of things you should know. Of course, the Hue is Oklahoma, Texas. At the State Fair is the venue. The State Fair of Texas. Everything going on around it. The State Fair around it. The game will take place Saturday, October the 12th, 2013 at 11 a.m. on ABC. The weather conditions for Saturday, 40% chance of rain in Dallas, and the high of 85 with a low of 65, and the winds will be at 9 miles per hour on that mark. There was a record broken last weekend as Michael Honeycutt has now made 50 field goals from 2011 to present, beating out the former holders set at 49 by Tim Duncan from 99 to 2001, and also Tim the Toe Lasher from 83 to 86. There will be alternate uniforms worn this year by both teams, Oklahoma and Texas. The OU Texas game is the Battle of the Golden Hats. So each team now will have their uniform that they wear. And Oklahoma will have their white uniforms, their road uniforms, gold trim, and their shoes will be golden. As well as Texas will have their burnt orange and golden shoes, and a golden hat on one side of their uniform. This is a replica of the original Aaron Colvin uniform. So the Nike swoosh will be golden. There will be a golden insignia here as far as the golden hat's concerned. This right here, the inside scrimming will say, I believe ours will say Boomer Sooner. And here, the little V-neck, they will have a OU or Texas insignia respectively. Oklahoma's right here will be gold. A lot of people feel like theirs is going to be gold and Texas's Longhorn guy isn't, because Oklahoma won the game last year. On the back, as you can see, this is plain and ordinary because they can't do it. But on their jerseys tomorrow, this weekend, this here, instead of being nothing, were their names in this. In the case of a lot of Sooners, nowadays, it will have Oklahoma on the front and Sooners on the back. So back here it'll say Oklahoma. Every one of them will say Oklahoma on the back. As far as the game itself, sideline calling will be ABC, as we said. The TV broadcast will be held down. Holding down the mic will be Brett Musburger, Todd Blackledge, and Heather Cox. Usually Musburger is helped out. Usually this broadcast is Musburger, Herbstreit, and Heather. But Herbstreit will be at College Game Day in Pullman, Washington. You can't really get from Pullman out to Dallas in a matter of seconds or minutes. So Todd Blackledge, former University of Washington Husky, will handle the color analyzing. Or if you don't want to do that and you want to listen to the senior radio broadcast, you can do that too. Toby Rowland and Merv Johnson will handle that for you on the play-by-play and sideline, and play-by-play and color. Sidelines, Chris Plank from The Buzz out in Tulsa, and from Sports Top 1400, The Ref, Dusty Dvorak and Teddy Lehman, former All-Americans here at the University of Oklahoma. Things to know about this series, or things to know, is that the current Texas coach, Mack Brown, has been to a bowl game and has been pretty good every year since 1992, with only one exception, and that being, of course, the 2010 experience with Garrett Gilbert. Last time these two teams played, Oklahoma drilled Texas and Dallas pretty good, 63-21 in 2012 in the Cotton Bowl. The biggest win against Stoops in this era is probably the 45-35 game. Most Texas fans don't even that's what most Texas fans look at, because that was the year that we tied them and we still head to the championship. Stoops' biggest win, I think it was last year, 63-21. Texas was supposed to be pretty good. They were undefeated. They were feeling pretty good about themselves, and then he just laid down the hammer. The conference titles for Texas and Oklahoma. Texas has one in 05, 08, and 09. That's all that Texas has for Mack Brown. As far as Stoops and the Sooners, they have the one in 2001, 2002, 2004, 2006, 2007, 2008, 2010, 2012. Whew, that's a lot of coaching there. Mack is in his 15th year at the University of Texas. But unlike Stoops, that's not the only place he's been. He was at Appalachian State in 1983, went 6-5 there, before heading to Tulane for 2 years, from 85 to 87, where he went 11-23. Left there in 88 to go to the University of North Carolina, where he held the Tar Heels job from 98 to 97, where he finished 69, 46, and 1. And then he headed down to where he is now at the University of Texas for the last 15 years, from 88 to present, where he has a combined record of 158 and 45. In that 30-year span, then, as you can see, he's got a 238, 119, and 1 record in 30 years. Finishing them last year, they finished 8-5, tied for 3rd place in the Big 12 Conference in 2012, and that does include an Alamo Bowl win in 2012, which was a win over Oregon State. Bob Stoops, in his 14th year at Oklahoma, got here a year after Mack Brown, but has coached all of his games at Oklahoma, where he is 152-37 as it is right now. 3 wins away from Barry Switzer's all-time record. Last year finished 10-3. Did Bob Stoops in 2012, which tied them for first in the Big 12, tying them with Kansas State. The losses include a loss in the 2012 Cotton Bowl to Texas A&M, 41-13. There is finally an injury update to update you with as far as Oklahoma is concerned, and it's not a good one. This is not one of those to where Corey can come back in 2 or 3 weeks. Corey Nelson tore his pectoral muscle and is probably gone for the rest of the season. He's got to have surgery on it. The bright side to things is that Bob Stoops even said it, that his freshman year, he played his freshman year. He didn't redshirt. So there is a possibility of a redshirt year for Nelly. We'll have to see on that. Texas, to say that they have one injury and only one injury as Oklahoma, that would be a wide mistake. They've got a handful of them. And you got to start at the quarterback position. David Ash, out again with head concussion symptoms. Dahay Johnson also out, a running back, twisted out with an ankle injury. Greg Daniels out with a foot injury, the tight end. Mike David, the wide receiver, out with an ankle. Bryant Davis out, wide receiver, with his ankle. Mason Waters out with a knee. He's a guard. And their offensive tackle, Josh Cochran, out with an ankle and a torn up on his shoulder. Shoulder's why he's out. That's just offense. What about the big bad defense that Texas is trying to get back on track? Well, they've got to do it without two of their better linebackers. Like Dalton Sanders is out with a leg injury, as is DeMarco Cobb's out with a knee injury. That's all of it. That's all the injuries that Texas has. That took them a good minute, didn't it? Well, last year's biggest win for Texas probably came against rival Baylor, 56-50 in Waco. I mean, the game was played in Austin, I do believe, so they won by 6 in Austin. And then Texas and Oklahoma, of course, played last year. Biggest win for Oklahoma last year was the 63-21 win over Texas in the Cotton Bowl. The bowl records for each team: Bob Stoops and Oklahoma. Texas and Mac Brown, they have a 13-7 record with 750 overall, and Bob Stoops has a 7-7 record at 500. Now, Mac Brown, of course, has had more than his fair share of bowl games. That's why he's been to 20 and Bob's only been to 14. It's because he went to a couple at North Carolina and Tulane, probably. The three main keys for the team. Offensively, don't force anything or make mistakes. They've done well with this goal, so I'm going to keep it on. Don't turn the ball over. The last time that they had a really bad game like this and they turned the ball over a lot, West Virginia, but that was due to a freshman quarterback. Defensively, just keep plays in front of you. Don't get beat deep. You are a superior team. You are a superior team. You should be able to take care of David Ash, who's a backup quarterback in this league at best, in my opinion. So they should be able to take care of business there. And special teams, just put yourself in good field position. They've been doing that. Jed Barnett and everybody's been doing that all year long. Just keep on doing it. From Michael Honeycutt, who's now the career field goal leader at OU, to Barnett, and even to their kickoff specialist, Mike Hodgson, has played well this year. This has been an update. This has been a pregame to Oklahoma and Texas. I'll see all you OU fans out there. Hopefully this is going to be some fun stuff this year. And, hey, you know what? You get free admission to the fairgrounds, too. So it should be pretty fun. Till next time when we play Kansas, this is Harry James for the OU Texas pregame show. And remember, Boomer Center, everybody.